Hey guys! So every once in a while we do something a little different and not so related to books, but still related to friendship.
Oh, wow.
We have a Get Bookish special about our pet peeves.
Which is inherently peevish because I hate that phrase.
Is that like meta?
I think so.
We wanted to specifically mention Astrid the bookworm because when she did her pet peeves video, that sort of influenced us to do ours. So you should check hers out. The link will be in the description. Each of us have 6 pet peeves, which I feel is a fair amount.
Be annoyed pretty easily.
Yeah, kind of. So my first one is pretty popular, pretty general. I feel like everybody who has pet peeves kind of has this one, but it's people who have really poor grammar, and specifically good versus well. When somebody says I did good or whatever, it makes me cringe. Also, adverbs. This is something that was ground into me by my mother when I was younger, and now I grind it into other people.
That's true. My first one is also the improper use of adverbs when people forget them or use them improperly. You know, sometimes it's not an adverb, sometimes it's an adjective that is really the part of speech you're looking for, and when you misuse it, it's just a little flustering.
People who chew with their mouth open. I experienced this a lot the past semester, and it has recently become one of my least favorite things in the entire world, because not only is it disgusting, but the slopping noises that get made make me I want to dig my fingernails into my skin because I am trying so hard not to just turn to them and be like, can you chew properly, please? You're not even talking. Shut your mouth.
Heathen.
Heathen. Your turn.
How do I follow that? When we were in high school, we had that standard high school, you know, public school linoleum tile floor shit, and it was worse off that you got stuff all over your shoes because it just attracted dust and dirt and everything. But we also had this place where you could buy, we had like vending machines and this place in the caf where you could buy water, like bottled water, and it was always Dasani water. And I have a vendetta against Dasani water now, not only because it's bottled, but also because people used to drink the entire bottle and leave it on their desk, and they were small desks, so inherently it would be knocked off onto the floor and they couldn't get up and recycle it. They just continued to just fall on the floor, and I hate that sound of people that won't recycle and the bottle hitting the floor. It's like the doom, doom, doom.
I can hear it. I can hear it.
Awful. Those two pieces of plastic are not meant to be together.
So my third one is more of it's kind of more serious, but I really do not like it when people use gay in a derogatory way. When someone says, oh, that's gay, I absolutely hate that because it's not good. It's not nice to say that. It's not nice to somebody who is gay, and because gay is not a negative thing at all. So whenever somebody says, oh, that's gay, I immediately glare at them. And depending on how well I know them, I will tell them that that is not an appropriate phrase to use. So I try to make the world a better place by educating them about the fact that what they are saying is extremely mean and offensive to me, I guess. It's offensive to me. More serious, but also very important.
Very important. All of mine not pale in comparison. I hate you. I'm gonna follow that with something along the lines of what I just said about bottles, actually. I think it might have something to do with my upbringing, but I'm very big on recycling, and it drives me really crazy when people don't do it, particularly with, that was too many syllables for that word, particularly with food product containers and people that just throw them out instead of taking the time to wash them out and recycling them properly. Because, yeah, you can't recycle things with food product on it, but at the same time, it's so easily cleanable that I don't understand why you don't want to put in the extra effort. And yeah, everyone says, it's not gonna matter, my recycling doesn't count. It counts. Really? When trash takes over this planet, you will understand. You think I'm kidding. People that do not recycle really, really bothers me. It's just, I I don't know what else to say. She thinks this is funny.
What? I still recycle.
Okay, talk about your next one.
One-word text messages bother the crap out of me. Especially when you're trying to figure out something like, oh, hey, when are we gonna meet? Or what should we do about this? And they're just like, yeah, okay. Or you're like trying to have a really sort of important conversation with somebody, possibly kind of like a deep philosophical conversation. You're trying to tell somebody something and you like type out this huge like 2-paragraph thing. And it's like you're scrolling down your iPhone and it's like going.
Yeah,
then,
me too.
And then their answer is, yeah, me too, or okay. And you're like, well, what am I supposed to do about that? And if anybody sends me a one-word text message like, hi, or, you know, what's up, I usually don't respond to those because I know they're gonna go nowhere.
As someone who has a lot of experience speaking in a public forum, I really am tuned in to when people don't say anything of value when they're speaking to the public. If you're standing on stage telling somebody about something, like and I'm really guilty of this, especially in videos, is saying the same thing over and over. But if you say, hi, we're this group and we rehearsed this song and it's about this, this, and this, and we're gonna play it for you. The fact that you're sitting there ready to play the song or the piece and that you've just told me what the song is indicates to me that you're about to play the song. So I don't need you to tell me that what you're going to do. The people that over-explain and tell you the same thing in a very large, vast public forum over and over again, like I'm doing now, drives me crazy.
When people air all their drama on Facebook.
Oof.
I don't spend too much time on Facebook. I much prefer the obsession that is Tumblr and the time suck that is Tumblr. But Facebook is important for staying in contact with people, and sometimes you have to be friends with people that you don't really ever talk to just because that's the way the world is. Group projects. And there are certain people that you know on Facebook that always air their drama all over. They're updating their status every few hours about, oh, this is, you know, life is so hard, or this, I can't believe my boyfriend did this, and life's so difficult, I miss this, I miss that. And like, it's one thing if, you know, a family member died and you're really upset about it and you're not complaining on Facebook all the time, but it's another thing if you know that person is the person who always airs all their drama on Facebook. Yeah. I cannot be sympathetic to somebody who does that. You're just scrolling and you're like, this person is at it again. Like, there's like 3 statuses in a row about, oh, this sadness and oh, this and...
Oversharing.
Oversharing. That is a good word for this. Just, oh, God. Oh.
I live in a city.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. For 8 months out of the year. And this semester I got hit by a car. Not seriously, it was fine. I am perfectly okay. But I did get hit by a car, and I just don't like it when you think that you're right on red, because you can do that in this country. When you're right on red overrules my walk sign in my crosswalk. Yes, I understand you want to get somewhere, but if there are people in the road, you don't hit them. I don't care if it's legal to turn on that color. You don't hit the people. Okay? Please don't hit me with your car.
When a professor or a TA is hovering over you during an exam. Now, there's a certain extent to which the teaching assistants have to walk around the room to make sure that somebody isn't texting on their phone or, you know, slipping notes in that they shouldn't have had. But it's also extremely distracting when someone is like, yeah, like that. Like, you can feel them behind you. You can sense their presence there. And then they're just leaning over you, and you can feel them judging your answer on your paper. Like, even if it's a multiple choice answer and it's a little, you're like, wait a minute, am I doing this right? If you're writing out, you know, a sentence, does this even make sense? Like, they're obviously judging my work. So yeah, I just hate it when they do that because you get extremely distracted, can't focus anymore, and then they're just there. And
in a similar vein, I get very irritated when people breathe on you. Like, if you go to hug somebody and then they breathe on you. I don't like people breathing on my skin, and I think it's strange. I as the more tactile one out of my group of friends, it sounds weird, but
Yeah.
but don't know. People breathing on you is weird.
Considering how much she likes to hug people and how much I don't like people hugging me, this is kind of weird.
Well, then it gets like all warm when you breathe on people. And I don't like that.
That feels funny.
I don't see. Obviously, we're annoyed by a lot of things.
Yes, this is just a short compendium of, wow, I just used the word
I was gonna go with
compendium.
smattering.
Wow, I'm impressed that just came out of my mouth. So yeah, let us know if you have any of these pet peeves. I'm sure there are some ones
There's
that
some overlap.
you guys are also very annoyed by. And feel free to, once again, make your own pet peeves videos. You can put it as a video response to us
Or Astrid.
or Astrid, or anyone else who's possibly done it, because I'm not, once again, sure who originated it.
Are we ever?
No. Thank you guys for watching.
See you next time.
Links are below. See you next time.